Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. Today's tip is to, I guess, do your research would be the best way to say it. So, when you are looking to make a purchase, do your research, especially if it's a big purchase. So, uh, even the dress that I've been wearing for the challenge, which, oh my god, I absolutely am loving the simplicity of this dress. I think I spend, I've reduced, aside from my bed linens, which, obviously take time, I have what would be comparable to probably like a load to a load and a half of laundry every week, because the things I wear with the dress, obviously, everybody has your underwear, your socks, all of that. Those don't take up a lot of room in laundry. Neither do the slip shorts. I The dress only needs to be washed once a week, so there's that. And then the garments that go with it, they're pretty low maintenance too. So sorry. So yeah, it's it's not that or I'm sorry, it's super easy, but I wasn't sure, and so somebody had recommended the company Wool and to me. So I researched and I looked, and I was familiar with merino wool. My socks are a merino wool blend. I had uh, I had looked it up and I had read about them and learned about them, and they had really good reviews. Like people who were using it online for real seemed to really like it. In these were people in other groups that were not it wasn't like it was a wool and ad. It was like other groups and other people I followed, and they would, sorry, mention it. But uh I really looked into it because these dresses normally run 150 to like 250 bucks. So they're super expensive for a dress. And I wanted to make sure that it was going to be worth it. So far, I've worn it, I think, 11 days, and I spent $91 on it. So right now I'm at like $9 per wearing. If I can wear it 100 days, that's gonna be like 90 cents per wearing. If I can wear it 1,000 days, I wonder if I could do it 1,000 days. I can't do it differently 1,000 days in a row, but I bet you I could wear that dress 1,000 days. That's what, 3, 6, 9. That's less than 3 years. That would be kind of cool. Though I may have to like alter it as I lose weight. Like, I chose this dress because of the way it fits. It'll easily size down with me. So that's set. But I really thought about it, and then I went and I felt it, and I made sure they all felt right. And like, if when I felt it, so like, I'll feel it like that. And if it felt wrong, then I mean, like, if I feel something I don't like, I have an instant, very visible reaction. So I know. And like, there were some blends that, because of the way the stripes felt, I couldn't do the stripes, but I could do it without the stripes. It was weird. Sorry. So I researched and everything. I liked it. And I'm very happy with this purchase. And that's the crazy thing, is I am not a dress person. I did this for a very specific reason, and I'm very happy about it because it's like $150-ish dress, and I got it for like 90. But I researched and I paid attention, and I waited for. They have different kind of sales. They have like a grab bag sale where you just like pay a certain amount of money and you get like random stuff in your size. But the thing is that's not necessarily going to work for me because of my sensory needs. And so when I saw the sample sale where I could actually go and feel it, I was like, okay, let's try that. So I researched it, even though it was something as small as a dress. I tend to research most things I buy because it's just good to know. Even like my grocery prices, I kind of research, not necessarily every day, but like I know who has the cheapest per ounce, per package, per whatever, per unit, and all the stuff that I eat regularly. And so I know I can like look and be like, okay, well, this is cheaper than what I usually pay. So, do your research. Obviously, like a car or house or something like that, that's big. But like even so, like my dryer, I researched that, and it's just like a centrifuge. I researched that. I'd heard of it years before, and I'd learned about it, and I researched it for a good month before I bought it and decided if it was worth it. And I had like tried other methods, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna dive in and spend the money. I had researched it and decided to, because I knew it was gonna be hard to do that routine in the winter. But before you buy, research. Before you buy, make sure it's gonna meet your needs, because one, if you return it, there's a good chance it's just going to end up at a landfill. I really like return policies that are very liberal, I guess. Like you can return almost anything, but I also don't like the fact that it goes to a landfill. So, sorry, I try and be a little bit more careful with my purchases. So yeah, do your research. And that way you, one, aren't buying pig in a poke. You're also not not going to have to worry about something being broken or needing to be fixed or spending too much or buying the wrong thing or getting something you don't really want or something that doesn't meet your needs. So do your research, figure out what the best option is for you before you buy. Anyways, again, my name is Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.